What amazing, awesome ninjas y'all are. Thank y'all for playing with me. Now, the much awaited technique of the day.
Oh yeah, the Nippon nut grabber.
That's right. Dude comes up right here in front of you, and you thought this guy was creepy. This guy reaches right at you. Left hand slightly on top. So he's either reaching for your belt or your sword or something. Okay. He continues this motion that I began to put on him, and he takes this hand and webs my elbow and starts to induce and turn into me. Puts his hand up here, and we're right back to familiar territory. So now we're here, evil nut grabber. And he spins me. Okay. That wasn't that terrible, was it?
No, that was better than I thought it was going to be.
But you'll never forget the name of it.
That's right.
All right, practice that.
Could you show the hand tip that you're supposed to get again?
Sure.
I missed that.
Just for the purposes of this exercise, it prescribes that he's grabbing me left hand slightly on top, just so that my right hand can push it across. I take my hand, put it on his elbow, and grab his shoulder.
When he turns, how is he?
When he turns, he bends his elbow and places the web of his hand on my upper arm,
Oh, that's it. Okay.
so that it breaks to here.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to remember.
Inside and does lift hip throw.
Swim inside.
Grab.
Good.
Hand, put out with his hand goes again.
Well, it's just grabbing his elbow.
Good.
Nice, Nancy. Check you out.
Oh, I'm telling you what, you are tough.
Right hand up. Good. As you continue that motion,
Come back around.
you start spinning him. You put your hand on his, yeah, he swims inside, pushes the arm. Good.
Okay. His feet are too far apart.
There it is.
Good. All right.
Good.
So basically it's like two gears cogging together.
That's right. And we are, to a large degree, in a lot of these moves, doing the same thing twice. I do, you do an attack and I counter it. You do my same move back to me. And then I do it again and win, just like the first one. So you reach in. Our grabs are thumb up. You grab me thumb up and continue me turning. And then I do my thing.
Okay.
Cool. So it's like we both know the same game. That's right.
So, if he attacks, and I do this,
Right. Okay, you're going to continue pushing him. So here, grab it, me. Okay. Push it here. I spin him. You continue that motion. And you spin me. And now we're here. So good guys' response to this is that trade-off so that you're behind them. It's release 4, release 2. Sure, right?
So before we did
There you go.
No, we're all west side.
Cool. I want to find that segment. Yeah. When you grab at me, and I push you up and spin you, I put my hand on your shoulder. I've taken some control over you here. You catch with this, turn and put your hand on my shoulder.
Oh, I again.
Yeah, we're both doing the same thing.
Okay. Then we go. Then you have something to go under. Then you have something to go under.
There you go. There you go. Right. Now you swim inside that. Just grab this waist. Swims inside. Yes, we put it through. There you go.
I didn't feel like I had to arm much. I mean, more than I did the other time, but.
Doing. Let's see if you're coming. Oh, here. Yeah, here. Right. Here. 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 Ooh.
We both do the same move, right? He grabs at me. I push across and grab his shoulder. I'm trying to shirate. He turns me and grabs my shoulder.
Right.
So there's the swim.
It's just to come up and take it.
This swimming motion.
So all it is little
Reach up and
come up.
swim inside of his arms.
So that you've got contact, I guess. It's just going.
Cool. Ooh, yeah. Good. Okay, so here. Good. Good. I'm stopping. That loads that left knee a little bit that I got a brace on, so I'll be careful. That's good. That is more hand changes and
Right.
interchange before you.
That's right.
Before you get there.
Before you terminate.
Before you terminate. But it's not as hard as you think. I mean, because once you start. Well, anyway.
Once I start that motion, you just continue that motion.
Oh, gosh.
I just continue that motion.
Exactly.
And we're here.
Just pretend you're grabbing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
In the Yamashita and Kano, very old video of this, they're not doing it in place. They're like, you like it a lot.
Throw you over.
Okay. That's
All right, Yane. An interesting thing that you see recurring in this exercise is uke is not code word for dummy or attacker, right? Both guys are actively learning something. It's not like it's a programmed exercise where this guy jumps on me and I bust him, so I learned something and he learned not to jump on me, right? We've got this interchange throughout the thing. In technique number one, he pokes me in the face and I do my thing, and then he does his counter and I do my thing. Okay? Same type of deal throughout this. Okay? So we're working on an interchange here where dude grabs me. So I guess they could have set this thing up where I do my move and I bust him. But he gets the opportunity to learn the same thing throughout this exercise. All right. Play that time or two more, and we'll go on to the next thing. We're trying to get a kind of a flow going. If you watch the old Kano and Yamashita versus the new guys are doing this thing mostly in place here. And on one of the old films, he grabs and they're like strolling across the mat as they do this thing. And they wind up over here, right? They wind up off the mat, off the camera. So it's back to that, what's being programmed. Is it a do exactly this every time, or is it a conversation between us, a game of catch? One or two more reps and we'll do something. All right. Next move. Uke comes up to you with the classic beginning of every male aggression sort of fight, right? Oh yeah? So okay. I thump him, he raises that and does release 4 then. Once we get to here, I let go and re-grab at the elbow and slip behind as if for Osoro Otoshi or Tenchinagi or something like that. Okay. So he thumps me. I thump him. He counters me. Go ahead and web that and grab it and push it through. Yeah. I counter him. Okay. Cool. Let's do it this way. All right. He thumps me. I thump him. He counters me. I pull this through. Thank you. Now, as you're raising me up, this has a downward tendency, right? So grab that and push it through. I grab this and pull it through.
Okay. 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 Touching you, it doesn't hit, it goes up. Now, I grab this and push it through. You here, pull over back. This one stays up.
This one stays up. This one comes off. This one goes down. You re-grab here. Step behind him.
And we're here. This.
I don't understand why when you were Tori, I released my grip, and now I'm Tori and I'm releasing my grip. I'm never keeping my grip.
I don't know why that is.
It's always me. No, whichever role I'm playing, I keep releasing my grip. He always has the grip, whether I'm Uke or Tori. So one of them has
I don't know. Let's look at the grips here. He thumps me, and I've grabbed him. I thump him, and he grabs me. When he lifts this, there feels like there's a downward tendency. So you grab and push through. I grab and pull it through.
So he's grabbing who?
I end up with both grabs.
Yeah. Okay. There.
Re-grab.
Okay.
Step to him. Okay, so I thump you and you push it up. You thump me and I push it up. This motion in my shoulder of me pushing this up makes you feel like, makes this withdraw.
Okay.
I grab this and push it through. You grab this and pull it through to continue our motion. Okay.
Is this right?
Yeah. I'm re-grabbing here too on the way.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
But you switch your grip to your elbow, to my elbow.
Okay, I just lost track of who's Tori there. Totally. Okay.
And then you step behind me.
Okay, but I have to move my other foot too.
That's fine. I don't think that it is a prescription of exactly which foot you move when, what direction. It is a prescription of strategy.
Right. I like that idea.
Or tactic.
I'm still learning, but I like that idea.
When you prescribe tactics, she can't do the same tactics you can.
Right.
So the kata becomes meaningless for some group of people.
Right. That makes sense.
But she can occupy space as good as you can.
Right.
And she can shomenate or separate as good as you can. So.
Right. Right.
Okay, that's a helpful idea. Okay, now I just got to remember gripping. Okay. Okay.
That's always my bugaboo is I want the grip to be right, the grip there to be something perfect.
And I grab it.
Okay.
Okay, you push that through. Grab it and push it through. I grab this. And as I pull this through, I web this. Just so that I have both grips. Okay. Switch to here. And move to here. Cool. Cool. That was a good position. At the very end, when we get something like this, you can have a stronger position if you'll switch your grip to it.
Right, which I forgot to do.
Because there's more slack in here than there is here.
And as you step up to close the distance here, do you stretch this out as far as you can down here as you're coming through?
Can.
Kind of like my hand, if you were to put that a couple inches further.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're giving them
I
enough
can bust your ass.
Yeah.
But you want to get the guy in that position and control him. It's a moderation of.
But after the initial, uke is the one who drives. The initial uke is the one who drives the downward.
Yeah, uke is doing the uke thumps and you push you thump. Uke pushes up.
And then
And now I get release 4.
okay.
And now you get something like release 4. Good. He got me sufficiently far back that my toes were doing this. He can push me back further, but cool. How's it going?
Pretty good. If you drop that lower hand, if you turn loose, they can reach around the waist and then it's a battle.
Yeah, they might counter me. Cool. How's it going?
Just let it slide down to my elbow.
Now this breaks off?
He grabs that and pulls it through.
Okay. Another direction.
Same, the direction, the motion is staying the same. This ends up high. He regrips at the elbow and steps through here.
That's right.
There you go. And it's sort of an otoshi instead of a reap. So you thump me, I'll thump you. There's the down and around. Here's more down and around.
Okay.
It's like a backwards gate and I think.
Okay. Cool.
This, incidentally, is exactly backwards from the first one. Right? He stabs you, and the routine is here. This is just the opposite. Judo animals, it's a desire when we get into this position to tear that leg out from under him. That's not what we're doing in this technique. We're doing something more along the lines of an otoshi here. It's more of a backwards geidanatsu, right? Like the geidan that we wound in earlier. This sort of deal. It's this sort of deal. And also, incidentally, I think it's interesting that in number 1, when he pokes me in the face, we do our deal and he extends. And I extend. And we do our thing. That's just the opposite motion from here. So, a couple more repetitions, and then we will do the to the moon. But that's I'm taking up the space that you need to stand on. Yeah. I'm destroying your structure.
You're actually doing a better job of that than I'm doing. Because you're more in line. You're getting more back here than I am.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah.
I think I'll try this one.
There it is.
That's great.
Tango, right?
There you go. That seemed great.
Look at his. This is better than mine.
Yep. Very fun.
This has got to go up this way to get this. Get that spinal outcome.
This thing is a heaven and earth throw from Aikido.
Okay.
Extending this guy in that plane and then wrecking his structure is what you're after.
More of that. I'm thinking mostly leg all the time.
Yeah, everybody wants to
Do the reap.
do the read, it's not the read. I am taking up his space and destroying his posture and extending him here.
You're just being in the way.
Yeah, I'm just being in your way.
It almost doesn't even grab either.
Reminiscent of that flying airplane thing. Out there landing, you let go, and you're just making that shape.
That's right.
That one. Take up your space. See, I was just trying.
Good.
Somewhere in the middle, I don't really know who's leading the turn, but it doesn't really matter.
I think Uke starts the first time.
Yeah.
So here I am, Uke.
You start the first one here.
I do my thing, and then he grabs that and he does his thing.
Oh, so he does that whole thing.
Right.
Okay. I thought it was supposed to switch again halfway in between it, but no, he does that whole thing.
No, I did. I'm okay. I do the first
Do
one.
this. But that one only gets you back to back.
That's right. He turns us back front to front.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. Pretty good dancer.
Thank you. Except sometimes I deliberately step on toes. There was this awful thing that we used to do many moons ago when we were young and liked to hurt each other. It was a sort of a osotogaki, where we would step here and hang an arm over and side kick into the ground.
Whoa, man.
That's sort of what we're doing.
Right.
All right. So we get here, we switch our grip, and I step in toes in front of your heel, and then set my weight into that.
So is that all we should be doing, or is that?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
you're doing. That's what you're
Toes
doing.
in, and then set your weight.
Right. And that occupies this space and breaks the structure.
Okay, I'm not trying to be a knucklehead. Can you do that first so I can see that?
All right, we get here.
I'm missing that footwork. That's like,
Instead of just standing here,
Okay.
which might knock her over,
okay.
put your leg in.
Oh, wow. So you're coming in with the ball of your foot. You're searching and putting the ball of your foot in there and then just stepping down.
So what that does, it makes my leg bend.
It buckles your leg, and it shifts your hip, and I take up that space so you can't get it back.
And you're dropping center at the same time, the whole ball of.
That's what happened to your legs.
I was like this, like.
At that point, there we go.
He's holding me up. That's fine.
Otherwise, you sit down. Cool.
That works.
It's kind of cool, isn't it?
It is kind of cool. And you know what? It was easier. You didn't feel, or I didn't feel like you were searching so much for it. There. That's cool.
Yame, here's the moon shot. All right. The Judo-katas are, in my opinion, notoriously tenuous in their responses to uppercuts. But go with me for a while. He like winds up and shows me that he's coming through the next county, and then puts a steps in and puts an uppercut on me. I back off a little bit, deflect it upward with my right hand, take a grip on his elbow, and begin pushing back in. Turn him around, and he pops out and gets the bright idea to come right back with the same move again. Push it up. Regrip. I don't know why, Nick. Take a figure 4 on his upper arm and do the same thing we did a moment ago. So it is a brush it off and spinning. Brush it off, regrip, figure 4 on his upper arm so that you're not tearing up his arm or whatever, so that you can continue and control the thing, and then step behind him as before. He's winding up good. Whoopsie. Right hand, left hand. I enter in to knock him off of me. He spins out. Okay. Whoa, he's coming back. All right.